FM Dragoban.
103 megahertz.
News, music, and entertainment.
This is FM Dragoban.
FM 103 megahertz.
Hello and welcome back once again, dear listeners. Very good evening to everyone tuning in. This is Akashvani Kohima, FM Dragopan at 103 megahertz, and it is time for another edition of your live interactive program in Perfect Harmony. And as you guys know, this is the show where we bring in guests from the field of creative arts and music. And today is no exception. We have a very special guest in our midst. She goes by the name Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu. People close to her call her Miss Villa. She is someone who has a deep-rooted passion for music. Miss Villa has finished her grade 8 in vocals. She was also a music and a vocal teacher for a while in Modern Higher Secondary School, composing, writing and singing her own tunes. She's a true singer-songwriter, and you can find her originals on her YouTube channel, Vilakhonuo Keditsu Official, where she presents her content in Tenide, Nagamis, and Hindi as well. So welcome to the studios of Akashvani Kohima, Miss Villa.
Thank you for the warm introduction. So myself, I'm Vilakhonuo Keditsu, and I am so happy to be here. And music has always been my passion since childhood days, and I have been pursuing my dreams till now. And with the support of my family and my friends, I came this far, I'll say that.
Right,
Yeah.
awesome. That sounds really awesome. And yes, how are you feeling being here in the studio? Basically, what is your expectation, and of course, how's life treating you at the moment?
Actually, I'm excited also, and I'm quite nervous, to be honest. And yes, I think so. Following my passion as a music, it has been a it has been a very successful one, getting the support of all my family members and my well-wishers, my friends, and everything. So I'll say that life has been treating me really good as of now.
Right.
Mm.
That sounds really awesome.
Okay.
And yes, you don't have to be nervous. As we get through our conversation, I think you'll start to feel more relaxed and comfortable.
Yes,
So our
hope
dear
so.
listeners are all on your side. The people listening to FM Dragopan are all on your side. Just to let you know, okay? So I've given a brief introduction, and you have talked about a little bit about yourself as well. But I'm sure the listeners would love to know your story in depth, right? Where it all began. So can you give a brief introduction for our dear listeners tuning in right now?
Okay, so starting my music career, I'll say that it has begun from my home itself, because both of my parents, they're really passionate about music. So following their footsteps and everything, I've also started my interest in it. And also my parents has really been supportive.
Right.
And even when I was really small, they will take me to places and they will let me perform in different stages.
Right.
So because of that, I've gained all the confidence and all since I was a kid. Yeah.
So this journey dates back to your childhood.
Yes.
And I think a huge shout out to your parents as well,
Yeah.
because I think I've said this a million times before, but a lot of parents, they don't encourage their kids, whether it's in the field of music or creative arts or something, different from the usual academics, right? So I think that is very encouraging to see that your parents were very supportive of your career choice. So once again, a shout out to them, and that is such a lovely story to hear from you. So yes, let's jump right into our conversation and talk a little bit about your music life, your career, and what is going on in Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu's life, right? So, singer-songwriter. That is, at the end of the day, that is the core. That is where it all, stems from, right?
Yeah.
All these amazing songs that you come up with. So, when did you realize that you had this ability or this gift of songwriting? Because, everyone can sing a tune or they can play an instrument, but
Yes.
when it comes down to it, songwriting is the foundation, and that is something not everyone can do, right? So what was the turning point where you realized that you had this gift of songwriting? And also adding to that, I wanted to ask you, what was the first song that you ever wrote, if you can remember?
Yes. Okay, so like I said, I've been singing, but then that songwriting thing, like you said, it's not really easy, okay?
Right.
But then I came to the realization because, I don't know, but there's something, if I hear a kind of music, wherever I go, or if I'm just sitting words will come to my mind and I'll just write it. But I never had the guts to make it into a song because I don't know whether it will work out and if people will be supportive or anything.
Right.
But then later on, I think I forgot the year, but many years back, I was going through some sickness, physical sickness, and then I had to be home for like years and all.
Right.
So when I was going through that, I was just praying to God to give me the strength to move on and to have faith in my life. So that time, I just turned my prayers into words and I wrote a song. So that was my first release. And I have even uploaded it on my on my YouTube channel. But then it's a gospel song, so it didn't go very well also. But still, then the song is really personal to me because it's my first song, and also it is like how do you call? It has been my strength when I was going through all these things.
Right. I think certain songs. I've spoken to a lot of songwriters, and I think they say the same thing. Certain songs they formulate it in such a way to make it catchy and hooky for the audience, and certain songs are personal for themselves, right? So regardless of whether however it was received, I think if it brought something to your life, I'm sure it did to people who were listening to that song as well. So yes, very, very interesting and insightful information there. All right. Songwriting, again, coming back to that process, I'm hampering on about this particular topic, but I find it very, very intriguing, singer-songwriters, right?
Okay.
And I really love picking their brain when it comes to the songwriting process. So can you sort of walk us through your technical aspect of songwriting? Because a lot of artists say that they come up with the music, some say that they come up with the lyrics first, right? So what is your songwriting process and how do you formulate and build a song? If you can share that with our dear listeners as well.
For me, the words which comes to my mind, I'll always note it down because sometimes we tend to forget it if we don't note it down. So I'll note it down, and after that, I'll make a tune out of it.
Right.
Yeah. So I first concentrate on the lyrics, and later then the music and all, it automatically come by itself.
Okay, so you add the music later on.
Yes.
Right. I think that's an interesting way of approaching songwriting because I think majority of the songwriters they say that they play the music first and the melody after that the words come. So and I'm sure that it stems for personal experience like you shared when you were not well you wrote a song. So are most of your songs do they stem from like personal experiences or do you sometimes as a creative person sometimes your imagination can just run wild, right?
It can go far.
So, right. So are most of your songs based on like imaginary subjects or fantasies, let's say, or does it like stem from like personal experiences?
I would not say all my songs are from my personal experiences, because like I said, especially these youngsters, we are so fond of these K-dramas. And even I'm a big fan of K-dramas. So I used to watch this kind of movies like College Life and Love Life in the college days. So these things, I've just turned this imagination into a song, and I can see that my viewers are loving it.
So it stems from K-drama.
Yes.
I think that's very interesting. I think I'm sure listeners can relate because we have a lot of listeners that are huge K-pop and K-drama fans.
Yes.
So all the K-pop stands out there, I'm sure they'll be very, very happy to hear that. So yes, we'll be playing a few of your songs later on while we take a short musical break later on. But we'll get to that later. And yes, coming back to this, I wanted to ask you, what according to you is the hardest part of constructing or building a song? Is it, like I said again, is it the words? Is it the music? Is it, just stitching all of those together? Which one is like the hardest aspect according to you in terms of songwriting?
Okay, so I'll say the sentences, I would not say it's tough. It's tough only, it's not easy, but still in comparing everything, I would say that the words come first, and later then creating and combining everything, the verses, the chorus, somehow it's difficult sometimes, because even if we get the verse part, again, we don't know how to create the chorus part.
Connected to the chorus.
Connecting everything, it becomes difficult sometimes.
Right, I think, Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters said, don't bore us, get get to the chorus, right?
Yeah.
So I think chorus, coming up with a catchy chorus is
Yes,
I think,
yes.
very, very difficult.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Manuhan bishi kui thege etu gana da man technical nohoy initially gana da man simple ase, but when it comes down to writing a simple song,
Yeah.
it might just be 4 chords or 3 chords, but it's very, very difficult to
Yes.
come up with a hit song, right?
Yes, so true.
Yes, I think kudos to all the pop singers out there, because I think you guys, get a lot of hate, unnecessary hate, I would say.
Yes,
From
so true.
technical musicians, I would say. So not everything has to be technical. Some just, play for the feel of it, right? So yes, once again, kudos to all of you. All right, we've mentioned this before, but I want to bring it up again, and that is singing in multiple languages.
Yes.
Manuhando language ekta de Korean, dialect ekta de Korean, they find it so difficult.
Yes.
And here you are singing in like multiple languages, Tenide, Nagamese, Hindi, English, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance those, and do you have to change things up? Because I would imagine that a song that you do for like an English track might not literally suit Tenide song, right? The arrangements might be different. So how do you change things up, and also what are some of the pros and cons of singing in like multiple dialect, right?
Okay. Okay, so I would say that I don't know. The first song I wrote was in English.
Okay.
English song, and then in Koanishina, especially singing in our own dialect.
Right.
Yeah, the viewers are really less, okay. Aro inga support hamima na paina because the people they can't understand. So the viewers are less, and I don't know, but then still then we do bishi khushi paina nijala dialect you promote kurumunjai. I want to do that because Koanishina mahala roots to na paro lagi na inga Koanishina. So even if the viewers are less, and even if I get less support also, I try to manage that. Inga hina aro these days why I'm focusing more on Nagamese songs, because I used to get DMs on my social media pages, like the well-wishers, I would say my well-wishers, my families, they used to DM me like Nagamese song banawina na man hunulu munjay inga na. So according to that, man request kila bishi kure mu tade focus kurogi na, since many of the people are requesting me about this, so I'm focusing more on Nagamese these days.
Right. And it's a universal language when it
Yes.
comes to Nagaland, and bahar manoami Nagamese kushule do bishibak to buje, because we all know that it's a mixture of so many different languages, right? Hindi, Bengali, Assamese, right? So they might not necessarily understand like Nagamese as a whole, but I'm sure when you present it in a song, they'll get the idea. So I think it has more of a reach. So yes, looking forward to some of your new tracks as well. Yes, we've heard some of them, and like I said, we're going to listen to a few more later on. So yes, so what would you say like are you have touched upon it a little bit, but what would you say are like the pros and cons of singing in multiple languages? Like, do you sometimes get confused? Because like I said earlier, stitching all those together will be very, very tough, I imagine, because English te gana kuri thaki naro achanak Nagamese ta hule. Do you find that difficult?
No, I don't find that difficult.
Right.
Any Koanishna English te hui and then Nagamese te huli, I'm comfortable with it. So yeah.
Okay, so basically what you're trying to say is you've mastered that art.
Not like that also, but yeah.
Right. Sounds awesome. And kudos to you again, once again, Koanishina. Ekta dialect te gana kuri bishi dikta ase, and here you are singing in multiple languages. So hats off to you. And coming to this topic of conversation, anthems. This is something that you have created for a particular school called Cherry Blossom School here in Kohima. So for listeners from outside, Cherry Blossom School is a very renowned school here in Kohima, and Miss Villa, she composed the anthem for the school. So again, I wanted to ask you the contrast between writing an anthem, a love song, and pop song. What would you say are the differences? Because I think that you have to be like in a different state of mind, right?
Yes.
You can't
So true.
approach an anthem with a love song kind of mindset, right?
Yes.
So how do you segregate and compartmentalize those?
Like that was also my first, because Koanishna gana alakhano likhi thege love love hui no lui gospel hui na those things. Hului, that was the first time that they approached me to write the school anthem. Aro maybe I was so scared because I don't know how it will turn out. Our anthem though, if they'll be satisfied. Inga hui na, I was in so much tension, but then all of them they believed in me. Aru muge man encourage kureish na. So I think that was the longest time I took to write the song. The song, yeah, because it was really tough. And then Cherry Blossom School is a school where the special kids are also included, most of them. That's why I also have to include them in that anthem. So regarding that, it was really, really tough. But then I tried, and then kuruwa aro katiduo kuina na. After so many tries, we finalized kuruina. Mui man bui kaina, I took it na principal la office day ngaina. When I sang and tagi hunay time de, she was so happy. And then wow, like that's why I trusted you with this song na Inga Kurina. They happily received that. Yeah.
Right. So basically, I think I'm sure you get this sense of achievement.
Yes.
When thousands of kids are like singing a song that you wrote.
Yes.
I can't even imagine. So many. So how is that feeling when something that you put your heart and soul to it?
Yes.
Thousands of people are like kids, especially. I assume that you love kids because.
Yes, I really do.
Right. So how does it feel when like thousands of kids are like screaming and at the top of their lungs like singing something that you wrote?
Actually, tahan itu first time they sang it on an assembly, in an assembly. So when they did that, like man emotional na. I became so emotional, like seeing my kids singing my song. So that was like kind of really emotional thing. Aro man khushi paise because like movie Inga Kurina Hili, that was like my biggest achievement na. I just want to give all thanks and glory to God na, because God by him we guide Kurina it on grow parish na. Yeah.
Khushi ke asu kwado itu. So yes, I'm sure that it's very, very rewarding because the money and the fame, that's secondary, right?
Yes.
Touching people's hearts and, people singing along to something that you wrote. I think that is more of a gift than all the other things that come along with it. So, right. Thank you so much for that lovely answer. I'm not going to make you sing that song.
Okay.
I'm not going to put you on the spot. But later on, dear listeners, she's going to be singing a line or two. So, don't you worry. All right. We've been talking for a while now. So I think it's time to walk the talk and let our dear listeners hear some of your original songs as well.
Okay.
So I've lined up a track called Kunhyepo. I hope that I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yes.
And this is featuring Tajin Yuba Kichutsura, right?
Yes.
So before we get into the song and play it, is there anything that you would like to tell us about this particular track, the behind the scenes? Because I feel like the music video is also very, very sweet.
Yes.
It's a college kind of romance,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So like going back to the K-drama thing. So is there anything that you would like to tell us, some backstage stories or some behind the scene of, stories before we play this song?
Yeah, like Konishina, it's related to K-dramas, and not only that, but even Bishimani relate kore parona because mahana school crush han thegi man, admirers han thegi na, or also our first love. So going through all that and thinking about all that movie to gonna create Krishna. And also I want to thank my partner Tajin because Taiwi, it's not easy na singing in others dialect. It was really not easy. It was quite tough for him, okay. Puluwi mo itagay inga approach kura dem de Taiwi itbara acha sure why not na. Inga na Taiwi try ko na tala best di na. He sang too good na, and people used to get confused. Like I nam do awas ye angami kurese to tai any mixes na kina se ingami huti theyo. So I'm so proud of my partner also, yeah.
Right. So shout out to Tajin also if he's listening right now. Okay, let's play this song. And we'll come back with more conversation, right?
Okay.
So, dear listeners, this is a first and exclusive right here at FM Tragopan. And we will be back with more conversation with Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu, singer-songwriter from Kohima.
Ye baby sabi moi khali friendship ekla na lage bishi salvara dike khushi pai hoile bi monto ko bole prilage kunyepo no avia chata do mu ari vie chanalie I give you back that say Ruby crayon
Osundu maiki Gile imam pao Idu dunya de duke hilage Ule de gobule Bishi bulage Itu friendship lost Kuribule munai Kunyepo No avichodapdo Mo ari Nvechenalie A che vi petesse Rabi crealie Nasıl alama petizo Kunyepo no avicetato Mu ari viechenalie A che vi petesse Rabi crealie Nasıl alama petizo Kunyepo no avicetato Mu ari viechenalie A che vi petesse Rabi crealie Nasıl alama petizo La 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 la
La la la la
FM Trago Band.
103 megahertz.
News, music, and entertainment.
This is FM Trago Band.
FM 103 megahertz.
All right, dear listeners, so welcome back once again. This is your live interactive program in perfect harmony, brought to you by FM Tragopan at 103 megahertz. We are still in conversation with Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu. So thank you so much for letting us play that song. And like I said, dear listeners, there is a very, very sweet music video to that as well. So all you have to do is go to YouTube and go to Miss Vila's channel, that is Vilakhonuo Keditsu official, right? And
Yes.
you can find this song along with the like I said, the lovely music video. All right, coming back to our topic of conversation, we've talked about songwriting, we've talked about singing in multiple languages,
Yeah.
right? So what would you say after all this, achievement that you have got? What would you say is your biggest, a memorable moment in your journey so far? You can name a few. It doesn't have to be one. Biggest moments from your journey so far.
Biggest moments, like in the sense like live performances or
Right.
okay. So I would say that I really love singing. Okay, so whenever I get the opportunity, I always grab that opportunity. I never say
Right.
no to that until and unless there's some other emergency works.
Right.
So any chutu show huए, damur show huए, I don't see. Like itu show to kina singa mina saina.
Right.
If I'm going to be on the stage, then that is all for me.
Right.
Aro my stages jai show to even my friends they used to tell me okay, like I'm quite introvert actually. Hule we stage te jale over extrovert ho jai. I
Right.
get all that confidence, and then I don't know whatever I'm saying, but it just goes na. Kuri thaya any over preparation na thaya nishina man
Right.
confidence ekta hi jai na inga
Right.
kuri na. And then till now, whenever I do any kind of live performances, I always get good feedbacks from the people. Like any inga आवाज बाल हो रहा इंगा हो ना हो पा रहे होली भी मान खुशी पाई ना खुशी बोलो तो मन भी खुशी पाई दो like
Right.
we as an artist if we are not enjoying then people cannot enjoy na
Exactly.
मैं तो believe करी दे इतो रंग में live performance हम दे मैं गाना if I'm singing a sad song मैं इतो sad निशना portray करो ना happy है शुरू तो out portray in a happy way मुला expressions भी दे दे मैं ना not
Right.
just singing इंगा हो जाओ रहा मैं इन्हें I enjoy the stage and I can also see that the people are enjoying it, so I will say that all of my live performances are all my best moments.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the feedback from the audience is like that's the achievement in itself, right?
Yes.
And apni kwa nishina, I think most singers need to inculcate this idea as well, because you know, sometimes not pointing fingers at anyone here, but sometimes they don't truly get into the meaning of the song.
Yes.
And ganaman mundukla kurase but smile gana great.
Hoi, hoi.
So I think
Yes,
that
yes.
is something that us Nagas as a whole, I think the music industry need to work on that. I'm not saying
Yes,
everyone,
yes. Yeah,
but there
yeah.
are certain I think on the rise that they can learn from veteran artists such as yourself, right? So and speaking on that, speaking of the live performances, I think grabbing an opportunity, like you said, that is also something that sometimes we can see is lacking, right? One artist can come, I think they pick and choose too much. And
Yes,
at the end of the day, that's your personal choice. But if you want to make it in this industry, I think you can't be too choosy or picky,
Yes,
also,
yes.
right?
So true.
So I think that is also a lesson for
Yeah.
people out there. All right. So is there any like you have apni bishi ekta broad idea ekta didi che, a general idea you gave, but can you pick out one or two stories? It can be like an embarrassing moment or something that was a learning experience through your live performances. Is there any like backstage stories that you would love to share without giving away too much, of course?
Yes, yes. Nothing like that, but then in ek bar I stood up stage to uthishna gana krole. So mula track to play no kro shudo.
Right.
Inga hina I stood there for so many, like, I don't know, minutes na.
Right.
And then I tried to interact with the crowd. Huluwi ko nishina ko hansup ko dishi huluwi track to na wala ishna.
Right.
So that was really embarrassing. Huluwi, yeah, finally do ahero ahijashi. Huluwi mui tade alap diri nga kharang kure do, like that was something which I will
Right.
not forget. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that was more on the technician rather than you. Right?
Yes, yes. And not only that, I also did some mistakes. Not mistakes, also huluwi mui kinako as an artist mahando mahala throat hando, we have to really take good care of it na. But
Very
sometimes as a human mahanbi cold hand face kore
Right.
kafan nga the na huluwi inga time de huluwi when we get an opportunity in huluwi already mahala nam thaya se huluwi we have to be present na.
Right.
To jala time de mahala awas bi uthule na pare jani singa hoi jai na. Sometimes great humble ho jai na.
Right.
To inga la time hodin de everyone doesn't know that we're going through all this sickness. Inga
Right.
ho jawa sorombi embarrassing moment inga mi face bi kurushi de muwi na.
Right,
I also
right.
faced that.
Some
Yeah.
hurdles and obstacles,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But I think those are very natural, I think, Kwanishna audience though it looks very easy. But when you're on stage,
Yes.
it's a totally different ball game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, shout out to all the performers out there, for keeping the entertainment alive and for, fighting through all the pain
Yeah.
to give us entertainment. So once again, shout out to everyone out there performing live. All right. Touching upon that, I want to ask you, challenges and difficulties are bound to happen
Yes, so
in
true.
any field, right? And music is no exception, especially here in Nagaland. It's something. It's open knowledge. We don't have like a music industry here,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's gig to gig. Musicians bishibakto dan gig to gig. They live on gig to gig, right? So or maybe seasonal, right? During the hornbill season, then the winter season, the gigs bishipai, and then it dies off.
Yes.
So, what are some of the challenges that you would say are while pursuing music, especially
Yes,
here
yes.
in Nagaland?
It's not easy, okay, to be a musician. No? It's
Right.
really not easy. Or sometimes people really take us for granted. Like tahan, sometimes they call us to just perform for free.
Right.
But then I'll say that music is also a profession. Our mahandi they were earned grace na.
Right.
Huluwi kita ba do, like it's really discouraging to be honest. Like kumbat cases handa mami buji de, just a
Right.
charity event or church event or something like that. Now we can
Right.
totally understand. But sometimes to inga na theki shu huluwi tahan they just expect us to just sing like that na to inga how ne mahanbi bishi discourage hu jai de
Right.
because mahanbi as an artist, especially those who are like producing different musics inga man nijala channel promote kurle na to
Right.
ekta gana kurule bi bishi jai ga man like we're not doing it for free na
Right.
mani hanja se mala time energy hanja is na uli manon itu na buji jai na to
Right.
inga time to mahanbi alop to mon chutwi hu jai de as a musician uli eta do konishina as years goes by platform sami bishi ase
Right.
aro social media is also really powerful na man inga stage na paishi guli social media ra hulubi if like man itu talent ekta thaisholo manu du dikhina tade ra hulubi virally ho jai na video san
Right.
inga ina so this is like very beneficial for especially the youngsters na ita inga olahan kane bishi benefit to ho ase.
Right. Right. Very true. And I think we should stop encouraging free music, right?
Yes, yes.
I think ekta example I don't quite remember who, but someone was saying that restaurants can they tangla food promote korle garne free khelaule no na.
Yes,
So
yes,
it
so
takes a
true.
lot of hard work,
Yeah, yeah.
time, energy for music as well. Ini one function chutuk tadi gana really takes a lot of time to
Yes,
practice.
yes.
So we complain about that as well. So
Yeah.
imagine artists kan la level or kiman de ho na. So I think people should do away with this mentality of free music. Artists
Yes.
can make sure that you guys pay them.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
So you should compensate them well. That is what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
Right. So, but in short, pay hey na. So you have to pay them. Right. So very very true. I think that is a challenge that a lot of musicians are facing, and hopefully we can get over that hurdle.
Yes.
And venues can be social media is a very powerful tool now.
Yeah.
So if you use it correctly, I think it will
Yes.
definitely elevate you. So very very true. All right. Whoever comes to the studio, I ask them this question,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna make it a little bit harder today.
Okay.
Okay. So I usually ask them who their top 5 favorite artists from Nagaland is, but I'm gonna put you on the spot and I'm gonna give you only one option. Who is your favorite artist from Nagaland?
So it's really obvious, okay. Mula ini
Alright.
surrounding sanuman jani thege na. So I
Okay.
would say Mengu Shokre. Mengu
Mengu
Shokre.
Shokre.
Like
Okay.
I'm not just saying that because of her voice, okay, but
Right.
also tala personality and everything na. Because she's also really even you'll be knowing that
Right,
she's
right.
like one of the most popular. Hide iklan huina na kude hulebe. Inga se hulebe ini popular wata ke sai thaya do she's really humble. Over humble ase aro inga over popular hishe kuina alakhangi neglect kure inga na thaya do.
Right.
Aro she is like so excited to promote new like youngsters na new artists na upcoming han.
Right.
Ito hangi mon promote kure inga hanjina mahangi bi tai bishi help kure shi de means
Right.
to hando inga gifted ase to you should get a chance to perform na inga kuina. She has
Right.
also been like encouraging and inspiring na mu yeklan huina manu bishi gibe ito ra mu tala voice we obviously mu bishi khushi pai na her voice, her songs and everything, and a part of that I really love her personality. So I really hope that movie tai nishina na I can also guide youngsters tai nishina ek din do ho paro na movie ito to bisas ase.
Right, right. I think that's a very good choice, Mengo
Yeah.
Shokre.
Yes.
A household name, right?
Yeah.
Mengo Shokre na jinaku na sina. So
yes.
I think everyone knows Mengo Shokre.
Yeah.
And she's been grinding for so many years.
Yes.
Nagaland chutu programs on that I host kan kodekisi gana
Yes,
kodekisi, and now
yeah.
she's going international. So yes, I think that's a very good role model to have. And I'm sure you will follow her footsteps, and maybe who knows, you might become bigger than her. No offense to her, but, right? So I think she'll be happy for you. That's what I'm
Yes,
trying to say.
obviously she will be. Yeah.
Right. So I think that's a very good pick. Answer already.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so much for that. And right, let's take another short musical break. I
Okay.
think the listeners would love to hear another one of your songs. So yes, we're gonna play this song called
Ake Crew.
Ake Creole, right? Yeah.
My love.
Right, my love. So this is an Angami love song.
Yes.
So what do you have to say about this song before we play it?
Okay, so I always wanted to write a love song from my own dialect. So I took the help of one of my very good friend.
Right.
He's also a singer. Taido angami gana tingi di gana he bishi kuri the na.
Right.
To Vilakhonuo ingase. So I just told him all the concept and everything, and then taido mo guide kuri na mo idu gana ularo parishina. Ake Crew wado ya.
Right. All right, dear listeners, this is done in Angami,
Yes.
but I think the feel of it is so sweet again. And sometimes language is not a barrier, right? Music,
Yeah.
music to the feel. I think lyrics, it comes secondary. I would feel. So Ake Creole by Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu.
FM Trago Band.
103 megahertz.
News, music, and entertainment.
This is FM Trago Band.
FM 103 megahertz.
Alright, dear listeners, welcome back once again. We are here at the final segment of this interview with none other than Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu, singer-songwriter from Kohima. So, Miss Vila,
Yes.
how are you feeling so far?
I'm feeling really good.
Really good,
Now,
huh?
yeah, I've opened up.
I
Finally.
hope you were able to get some stuff off your chest as well.
Yes.
Alright, why I'm asking you that is because I'm going to talk about feedbacks and constructive criticism, okay?
Okay.
So, like we said, like being in the public eye, negative comments and
Yes, for sure.
unnecessary criticisms are bound to happen, right? But we're not going to talk about those. Let's talk about constructive advice and feedbacks that actually help.
Okay.
So if you can share that with our dear listeners, I'm sure that it'll help them as well. So what is one feedback, or it can be more than one, but what is like a particular feedback or constructive criticism that made you actually think, and did it actually, help you grow and improve?
Okay, so I'll first start from the depth, okay? So,
Yes,
in that case, I used to do many live performances.
Right.
I never planned to produce music. In a music video, all in a bhavna thayana do.
Right.
No hulibi gana kurina ine video no hulibi audio hulibi in a release kunga. I had no intention.
Right.
Hulibi, I used to get those feedbacks na from people. Nga apni you are a really good performer na. Aro God prabi apni ke man bless kurishe.
Right.
Inga kurina se to why don't you just let the people know about it na? Because wider audience hange jago golo do mahan ekta devi thayo lege jai do inga channel ekta de na thayo
Very
lege jai do
Right.
inga kurora. Hearing all those feedbacks, not only from my well-wishers, but also from my near and dear ones, na, tami mo bishi encourage kurushe. And then release kurwe to mo, I didn't have that confidence, na. So I was like, my release kurina manu khushi na paile, nga na.
Right.
I was really scared. Hulubi tahan bi mo man encourage kurese, aro mo DM sami na yes na social media de,
Right.
because mo ine music video hando na banai shi guli mo live performance han kuri thaya rata de rakumba mo jani thaya bi thayis na.
Right.
To mo I took that feedback really seriously. Inga hina tigase I'll try it na. Inga kurina mo tade rahe mula first music video itu akikru itu do ek
Right.
thampura dali na do mo itu banai shi do.
Right.
Inga kura do mo feedback bi bhal paise. Aro koanishna tade ra man han mo ki kuise why don't you do anagami song also? Because man bi apni bishi khushi paise itu holi man bi buju mun jai. Man we also want to understand the language na the songs that you're singing. To apni kurubi na kuina mo ki request kura ra thik ase kuina aro mo bhabna kuri thaina itu kunyepo itu release kurishna.
Right.
To itu kura dem de do like people feedback sound bishi balaise like any they can vibe with it catchy ase nga na
Right.
good feedbacks nga hoina aro bishi encourage kura ra mo aro thik ase guna confident paina ita agi jaw pares na.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I think itu bishi bal feedback ase.
Yes.
And kwandishina feedback usually so biya na thake na.
Yes,
I
yes,
think we
totally.
have this notion, especially because of social media, that anything that people say, it's like we term that as haters, right? So
Yeah,
I think
yes,
we have to do away with that.
Yes.
Of course, there are negative comments bound to happen, but feedbacks can bahal bi bishi thake.
Hoi hoi.
So in this situation, I'm glad that it helped you out, and apni ke kun support kurishe dahange bi bishi thanks because of them,
Yeah.
apni bi ina gana release korna manu hange inspire grow pare as na. So a huge shout out to all the people that have your back, and they've been supporting you for a very, very long time. So yes, a shout out to them. And you've talked about doing music videos and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So how hard is it to make a music video? Because I'm sure the listeners would love to know that as well. Because when you're singing, it's singing, right? Singing
Yes.
itself is hard,
Yes.
but
to act
to
along
act,
with
you
the
have
song,
to-
yeah.
yeah, you have to know the feel of the song.
Yes.
The expression has to be right. So, and on top of that, sometimes whoever is directing the video, they might
Yes.
have a different vision,
Yes,
and you might
yes.
have a different vision, right? So how does all those elements work? If you can, not going too technical into
Yes,
it, but if you can, share us some ideas to the layman out there.
Okay, so I would say that the first music video about that Angami love song,
Right.
it was really tough for me, okay, because I have to act along with it.
Right.
So maybe kina irona kina parona inga these and it was also quite funny for me because
Right.
movie inga acting hando the field do nai do to inga kura do first to do alap kuri thago hasi jaina
Right.
hasi jaina pari jai and then I used to get nervous na aro when the camera rolls and all I'm more nervous jai do
Right.
inga thagise ulwe tahanbi mala that a very good friend of mine that videographer cameraman
Right.
alokat na taiwi he's a very good person okay
Right.
to inga kura do tai muge bishi encourage krushe ikune parwo nga na and then inga kuri he guided me so much okay
Right.
inga hoina tade ramula first music video it was tough ului movie pari jeshina
Right.
inga hoina aste ro do ine ya I'm trying to improve myself.
Well, I have to say that you look very natural on camera as well. So,
Thank you for
I
that,
think, natural ability भी है नहीं अपनी. That's what we're discovering through this interview. So, right, I think that's a very interesting and an insightful, topic that you have just shared with us. So, thank you for that. And yes, coming back to singing in multiple languages, you know, we work with you, but I think it's important. Since you sing in Tenyide as well,
Yes.
why is like culture and roots very important to you? And why is it like why do we have to inculcate the identity in our art according to you?
Okay, so I would say that like any go right shuru wanchna say to it because
Right.
my parents are no mahan nagami samba kothang gruli mahya galedo nijera
Right.
kotha gruli na ingana
Right.
I think it's normal in most Naga families inga de
Absolutely.
thaigo to inga kurawa mahan tadera he learn kura do mahala idu nijera kotha do na paro lage na inga ekta concept ra he dong ro shido
Right.
to I means movie bhavna kuri thaina okay mula language pra he kuri shiulo even my parents can understand na and not
Right.
just my parents also but in a for especially for the seniors one na parents
Right.
an thaya
Right.
ta do bishi khushi pai do nije la kotha nu nu le na to any okay let me just try kuina he ta de ra he I know that if I produce an Angami song, I know that the feedbacks or the viewers will be really less. I knew from the start. Hulibi mui khushi pai do Angami
Right.
nije la dialogue ro le.
Right.
Idura if I'm loving it and if I'm enjoying my music, inga holo ko noina inga
Right.
bhapna ra he mui difficulty samit haise but still then mui any release krishna itu do.
Right.
Yeah, and then I give my dialect very important because ko anishina man kiman age jai thaishu liwi nijer la do na paro le na nijer culture nijer la
Identity,
roots
no?
to yes.
True, very true. I think that's a very important message.
Yes.
Manuan bishi manu ajikali nijor la kotha pauri ja ase.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with singing in English and not faulting anyone for that, but I
Yes.
think अपने आप पारिया जुगले दो अपने आप mother tongue अपने आप local dialect की भी
Yeah.
promote करो पारिले बिशी बाल because
Yes.
I think that is not just for the entertainment aspect of it. I think it is for future generations to catch up upon as well, especially
Yes,
with
yes.
technology. पुला दे दो stories kan कुली भी हराई जाए ना, but now because of technology and social media, you can stay online forever and people can actually learn from that in the future as well, right? So I think you guys are doing a great job at that as well. So thank you for that. All right, the studio clock right now is 5:50 almost, and we're coming to the end. So before we cap off the show, is there anything that like you would like to promote? Any next project? What does the next few years look like for Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu?
Okay, so actually moi to disclose kro le mon thaya nai de.
Right.
Huliwi because I love my viewers.
Right.
Ingane I just want to give a quick thing na. To moi ita
Right.
I'm working on 2 Nagami songs okay. So the second one is still on hold but the
Right.
first one already started halfway. So I'm collaborating with 2 of my good friends. Vilakhonuo whom I already mentioned who
Right.
helped me with my first song. Aro Metasio he's also a very good artist.
Right.
Inga hina se to taijon mahan tinjon ikilot milina collaborate kure se we
Right.
wrote Vilakhonuo itu concept ekta ani na mahan milina ideas and share kurina na so
Right.
it's probably will be a comedy like a comedy type aro mahan itu gana record kura dem diwi mahan bishi like we had fun na we were
Right.
laughing like anything because itu la concept la hisab te do like my character is totally the opposite okay
Right.
actually my real do I'm kind of like very soft person huliwi tade do my character is portrayed as like very rough and tough kind of
Right.
like inga type te kure se so I just hope that the viewers will take it positively and they will
Right.
like it yeah
Right. It's done in jest, right? It's done in
Yes.
comedy, so I'm sure that people will love it.
Yes.
Example, Dreams Unlimited Khan. They play so many characters and it's all done in good jest. So
Yes.
people love it, right? So I'm sure you will get the same amount of love and, reception from people.
yeah
So very good luck on that, with that project as well. And apni kushi to share gulema mun thaka nai guina. But you have to know one thing, FM Bhagavan, we are very, very stubborn here. Okay?
Yeah.
So we are very spoiled as well, and we're very spontaneous at the same time. So
Okay.
the listeners, they love a little bit of teaser. They love a little bit of insight on what an artist is doing. So I think, they would love to hear a line or two from your new song that you are about to release. You don't have to sing the whole song.
I'll just
give
sing
us
2 lines. Yeah.
Please do. The listeners will love it.
Okay. So it goes like this, just my part, okay?
Right.
Moi kile ahibona pautu maunuke nalage. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. I can, already imagine the music video happening. I think it's going to be a very, very fun song. And yes, all the very best to you guys on your future projects. All right, dear listeners, we have come to the end of our lovely interview. This has been another edition of your live interactive program in perfect harmony with Miss Vilakhonuo Keditsu. So thank you so much to you for joining us and for giving us such lovely and warm interview as well, and a conversation, so many advice for our dear listeners as well. So closing the show, is there anything that you would like to say to your well-wishers, your supporters, your fans, your viewers,
Yes.
and also an appeal, any appeal that you have for our listeners out there?
Just want to say that thank you to all my good supporters, to all my viewers. Amnya support prahe moi iman durdok I hope parishe. Without you all, I'm like moi ini I'll not be successful at all na. So I really want to thank everyone. Aro ini komun the no, if there is anyone who is trying to pursue their music career na, to mutangi ni encourage ko lang munjay. Ini jawi na music industry, because if you are doing what you love, inga hulab nen enjoy ko na, you enjoy your job. Whatever, if you're doing whatever you love, to encourage Kurmunjai. And also I also want to advise and also request the viewers na to tahangi Kurmunjai, the as an artist to mahan itu mahan kani easy no hoide na age jole itu ra. If there's any feedback, I would like to tell them like publicly nga mahange kiba criticize na kurina. If they DM us inga hina mahange ne inga kurule thikho na nule inga kurule kinya kuina kushu kulo man itu bishi appreciate kuride kilo lo skumba do man kiba ta mistake kushu kuli tan itu kuina viral kurena to man itu improve na hoina ro discourage ho jay. If they want to give us any feedbacks, either good or bad na, if they can just DM us personally, I'm just saying it like artisan so plan number na itu request kuri diase. Right.
Thank you so much for that. That was wonderful. And thank you for that appeal as well.
Yes.
Not only for yourself, but for your fellow musicians as well. And dear listeners, that's it. We have come to the end of another segment of another episode, I should say, of your live interactive program in perfect harmony. We will be back next time with more, with another very, very special guest. But for now, this is your Arjun Zan signing off. I'll be back later at 7:30 p.m. with your Western music program as well. And right after this, there will be your program Hindi Film Songs, RJ's Choice. So stay tuned. This is FM Tragopan at 103 MHz, coming to you live from the studios of Akashvani Kohima.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.